After spending hours upon hours of developing a fundamentally sound swing, the next stage, and a stage that is often neglected by both coaches and athletes, is to concentrate on two very important concepts: where to make contact with any given pitch and when to start your swing in order to make contact there. If we come down and look at these balls here, they represent three basic locations for pitches. For a right-handed batter, the inside pitch, which needs to be struck 2.5 to 3 feet in front of the hitter, the pitch down the middle of the plate, which needs to be hit at a certain point in front of the plate, and the outside pitch, which is actually struck off the back leg over the plate. This is what we call a hitting diagonal, because again, it represents a diagonal across in front of the plate. Now, if you're talking about hitting for the novice, they may assume that this is a very simplistic thing, that you're only talking about number 1, number 2, and number 3 in terms of your ability to make contact with these pitches. But as a matter of fact, it's very complex, because if you take these locations and apply it to each individual hitter's strike zone, you're looking at an area from the top of the knees to the armpits, the width of the plate. Now this is my strike zone, and this is my performance zone where I need to make correct contact with every pitch. You add on to that the speed, the movement. Now you have three variables, so you have an infinite number of pitches at which a hitter within a split second must make a decision. So if I'm talking about a right-handed batter and I'm taking a swing on an inside pitch, it's belt high, then I'm coming here and I'm striking that ball 2.5 to 3 feet in front of me in order to hit it in the proper position on my bat. If I'm taking a swing on a belt-high fastball down the middle of the plate, I'm striking it in a position just a few feet in front of the plate. If I'm striking an outside pitch, I'm striking it off my back foot, and I'm actually striking it off the plate. Now, for all of those different locations, I have to also know if I'm hitting off a 60-mile-an-hour pitcher or a 50-mile-an-hour pitcher. If I'm hitting this same inside pitch off a 60-mile-an-hour pitcher, I know when I have to start my swing in order to make contact here. If I'm hitting off a 50-mile-an-hour pitcher, there's a different time when I have to start my swing to make contact out here. So for every hitter, they have to know their strike zone, understand the principle of the hitting diagonal, and apply it to their performance zone.